as usual. Wow, check gold. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. And gold is just off to the moon. Okay. Okay, let's take a look at today. Let's get the tunes going. Let's just change the audio. All right, what's happening, my people? Money day, money day, money day. First stream of the week. And gold, gold's not coming back. It looks like we'll probably get 3K on gold, you know. Looks like we might get 3K on gold. We're just gonna have to find an entry across one of these currency pairs. It's not ideal, but gold's not really playing ball right now, so we'll have to look at EU or GU for some entries today, to be honest with you. Unless if gold wants to pull back, and right now it's a very strong push. Looks like London session was a good time to enter. It's a pretty strong buy moves from there.
Mr. Brent Fayez, I know you see my DMs. I've been DMing you for over 3 months now. I'm gonna need you to respond because I know you see them. I see you eating chicken, I see you smoking weed, I see you drinking and making, actually, you're barely making music. I'm gonna need you to drop more songs because Dead Man Walking was not I was not satisfied with because I had already heard it before. And I'm gonna need you to drop a whole album this new year. 2021, I expect more from you. This is ridiculous. It is very ridiculous. So, you need to
Message deleted.
Maybe it's the love, the drugs.
All right. Who we got on the stream right now? Who have we got on the stream right now? Who have we got on the stream right now?
Maybe it's the love, the drugs, the weed, the pussy. Maybe it's all it, but maybe I don't need her. Maybe I'm just fucked up.
Trading is not for everyone, but if you
Who do we have on the stream right now? What's happening, people? You know, here's the thing, right? In terms of this week, if we look at today, Tuesday, we got Jolt's opening data, and that's pretty much it. Okay, so we don't have anything really all that major for today, daytime. Right, so Wednesday is when we've got composite PMI, services PMI for both the dollar and the pound, with ADP as well. So the thing to actually look for is just to sit on your hands. I'll be completely honest with you guys. It's just to wait. Gold already moved, as you guys know. That's the pair that I mainly trade. And it's like, until gold pulls back, we're not going to get any entries on that. And when we look at the pound dollar, okay, I'm not interested in any of this. We haven't taken out Tokyo's low, Tokyo's high. Right, we could get a play out of this hourly imbalance for sure. Alright. Closed off the gap. If we go to the high time frame, go to the daily. So on the daily here, let's take a look at structure on the daily. So we did make this most recent low. Well, the lowest lows. Low high, low low. Lower high, lower low, high high. So we broke the structure there. We broke the structure there. 4 hour picture as well. Let's take a look at that. So 4 hour picture. Realistically, what's going to make more sense or more concrete evidence is this lower high here on the 4 hour. Right. So in terms of today, we just gotta let market kind of just print a little bit better price action. Like, this is not realistic. Like, it's not ideal. Long story short is what I'm saying. Right, if we look at the dollar, the market open gap has been closed a lot sooner than what I thought it would. Right, we've got these massive wicks to the upside. The weekly candle so far is a pin bar. Right, at the moment this does look like it wants to continue lower. We can start to look around this hourly candle slash this imbalance here. So realistically, all what we're trying to do for today is see whether we are on side or off side for the week. Because the week opened so crazy, it's difficult to know exactly what price is doing at this moment in time. Okay, so realistically, there's no real need to rush or to look for an entry or to look for this, to look for that. It's like, look, if we're not getting price action that we like, then we don't need to entertain it. You know, it's like when you've got a lady or a guy that's talking to you, you know, a guy for my ladies, ladies for my men, you know, talking to you and you don't, you know, like their advances, okay? You're just not gonna really entertain it. So for now, it's just about seeing what the dollar wants to do, and then we can potentially look at getting some trades across some of these currencies. Because gold, look at that, just pumped up another. Like, this is ridiculous. What gold is doing is just ridiculous. Another 80 pips. Okay, we got Diego Riviera Rendon. Let's go. Money day, my bro. Surprise. Money day gift. Money day. I just saw you guys in the chat box. Diego, I don't think I've ever seen you before. Are you someone that's changed their name? How you doing, my bro? Good to have you on the live stream for the first time. If it is your first time, tell everybody a little bit about yourself. What's your favorite pair? What's your favorite session? I have a feeling like today might just be a little bit of a relaxed one. We can potentially wait for, stock open and see if we can get something out of that. But realistically, there's nothing too crazy, guys, to be honest with you. Like, the picture is not clean at all whatsoever. Like, even when we look at gold and we look at Monday's price action, right? So London, there wasn't a clear entry come London, right? None of this I would have taken any positions inside of. And then we move over to New York. I would never take any positions inside of any of this. We punched up. I believe this was all-time highs. Yeah. So we punched up above all-time highs and we just started wicking left, right. It's like, yeah, I'm not interested in any of this. The pictures that I like to see is something like this. I would prefer to see this during New York session, not London session.
Never a worry. Like,
For those of you that know, those of you that don't know, I don't look at London session. But this would have been a very nice session if we got, let's say, this pullback happened at New York, and then we get this massive push towards 3 p.m., 4 p.m., 5 p.m. Of New York session. But we're currently getting the push now, so it is what it is. Diego, are you there? Tell us a little bit about yourself, my bro. I mean, to be honest, since my Discord is live, I do need to post the link inside of the Discord as well, not just the Telegram. Like, I'm not even used to Discord as of yet, so let me just post it in there. That should be, yeah. Cool. Alright, so Diego Riviera Rendon. I need to shorten your name. I don't know why I'm saying your full name like that, but says it's my first time here, haha. I just started trading and saw a couple of shorts on YouTube. Really helped a lot, so I appreciate you, bro. My favorite pair is USD CAD, but it's kind of crazy right now. Okay. Glad to have you here, my bro. Thank you for subscribing. Obviously, I do mainly operate inside of Telegram/Discord, so the links for that will be in the description box of this video. You can just join those and then come back to here. USD CAD. What is USD CAD doing right now? Do you have a setup for that, Diego? Safraz. Sorry, Diego. I also appreciate that it helps you a lot, the shorts on YouTube. So Safraz says, can you show us an example of how to check if we are offside and onside? Okay, so essentially, right, think of it like football terms: onside, offside, right? You want to make sure when you are making your attacking run, or your striker's making the attacking run, you want to make sure that it doesn't go past the last defender before the ball is played. The exact same thing applies here, right? You don't want to enter a position up here. Sorry, you don't want to enter a buy position. Let's just say, let me give you an example, a really good example. Essentially, yeah, bro, all that means You know what? Let's look at. I believe this was the Fed speaking. Yeah, here. Okay, so this was literally. I think this was last week. Yeah, this was last week. So for those of you that did join me for the FOMC, right, and we were trying to see if we were onside or offside, right? My main bias for this trade was shorts. We did take a short like here, right? I sent out a short here inside of the Telegram. We started going into profit, and then we reversed, and then we just about clicked SL, right? But I did also tell the Telegram and most of you guys on the stream, like, look, this is a much better area to enter. I just didn't see it earlier, because the time when I saw it, we were already down here, so there was a good chance that we were just going to continue pushing down lower, right? But if I noticed this higher area, then I would have taken a short from here. And obviously when I did send you guys a screenshot of a re-entry that I had, it was from like here-ish, right? Long story short, we eventually came down. And when the Fed started speaking, as soon as the Fed started speaking, we saw crazy volume, okay? And inside that crazy volume, what did we see? We saw price start to push back up, right? We already reacted out here. We understood that, look, we've got equal highs above, Tokyo session above, we got all-time highs still as a target, right? So trying to see if you're onside or offside, essentially part of it means to understand whether you are going with the market trend, right? Are you going with the market? You're going against the market. I can say here that I am going offside. I am offside here. Why? Even though at the time it did seem like we were onside, because there was a good chance that we were going to continue. But as we know from red folders and high impact news, it can change the whole picture. It can change the whole landscape. So when the Fed started speaking, we saw this huge pump up, right? And I said, okay, right. Instead of me looking for shorts again, I understand that the structure, the overall structure is still bullish and the all-time highs is still left behind, right? So, whoops, what did I just do there? Did I clone this? Alright, so my next thing was to figure out whether we are onside or offside, right? So I will combine a mixture of structure and liquidity. Obviously, if you guys have seen the video that I posted inside of the channel, the video was how to trade news effectively. I think that's probably one of my highest viewed videos on my channel, right? But essentially I showed you guys what I do during high impact news to look for entries, and what I use is structure and liquidity. Okay, I don't really use much else. So I can see here we slowed down, started consolidating, ranging, then we broke the high, we broke a lower time frame structure here, we retested and we pushed up. So this picture already, once we pushed up here, is already showing me bullish signs. So then I'm going to look for areas for a pullback. So we got either the imbalance, you can use the down candle, whatever you guys like to use as entry technique. That's completely up to you. Okay, so from that point on, I'm just waiting to see the market accumulate higher. And at this time, it was already Tokyo session. I can't be bothered to be on the chart. But long story short, the area held, and during Tokyo session, it just started rallying, right? So let's just say you didn't enter here, or maybe you entered like a 0.01, right? This is what I tend to do. I'll enter like really small lot size, right? Let's say a 0.1 or maybe a 0.10, just to see, because it's like, look, if it hits SL, it's only a 0.10 or it's only a 0.1, so it's not going to be the end of the world, right? Enter a 0.1 here. You see this pullback here, you enter another 0.1 or maybe a 0.05, because you're trying to see, you're trying to test the waters without going in with your full risk if you are on side or not. And then over here, price comes back, maybe you now understand, right, from these two entries, price is respecting it, is holding it pretty well, so there's a good chance that this might just continue going. So then you may want to increase your risk. Maybe you go for a 0.50 or you go for your normal standard risk. Okay, and this is how I see or find out if I am onside or offside, because essentially we're allowing the market to print. right? Whilst having very small positions on, right? Let's say if the first setup was here, you bought. Second setup, you bought. But these are very negligible size positions, so it doesn't really matter if it hits TP or SL. But you're testing the wall. Because look, if we go back, right? And let's just say you're swing trading, yeah? You took a buy here, price went up. You took another buy here. You took a buy here. You took a buy here. You took a buy here. If you are onside, right, and going with the trend, you should never really see price come back to your lower entries. Like this entry down here, price hasn't come back to it. Entry down here hasn't come back. Let's say you bought here, came back in this scenario here, fine, no problem. But essentially what I'm telling you is once you are onside, right, there's no real reason for price to come back if you are going with the trend, right? So from this area that I was showing you earlier on the 2 minute, if you bought here, you would be onside. Why would you be onside? Because market just hasn't come back. Do you understand? That is what I mean in the long format. Maybe I should make like a proper YouTube video on it. Might be a good topic to talk about. This is how you know whether you are onside or offside. It's simply just entering the market with smaller positions and to see if market is going to go in your direction. Okay, I'll give you a more recent example. I hope that makes sense to Fraz and everyone in the live stream. Let's say we're looking at gold here during the morning. Right, obviously we've got our area that we want to enter marked up. You entered, let's just say as soon as price came, you entered here. You see that I broke this little high here. It pulled back. You entered again. And you're seeing if you're onside. Now you're seeing price really start to push off. And you're like, okay, this has a pretty good chance. Next time it pulls back, you enter with your normal risk. Right? Now you know you're onside. And essentially, if market is going to flow, right? Look at this. Right? Let's just say you didn't take this one off the candle, yeah? Entry 1, entry 2, entry 3. Let me mark it out for you guys.
On trial accused of murdering her.
You know, the thing is,
no, I did not.
The reason why at times I can be very aggressive with my entries is because I know I'm onside. Even though price may be in a bit of drawdown, it should push into profit. Like, we should be good. Do you understand? Because once market is onside, you're going to see loads of entries, right? All you're doing is waiting for a pullback. So we've got entry 1, entry 2, entry 3. Here you had like 1, 2, 3 entries before it went, right? Let's say entry 3, entry 4. You know, and also if you want to play the candles, you can do so as well, right? Let's just say this is entry 4, entry 5. Now you can scout these. You know, you don't have to be in it for the main move from here to up here. You can just enter, let's just say it's a 1 to 2 R position. You wait for it to hit, you get out. Or 1 to 1 R position. Or you wait for price to hit 1 to 1 R and you go break even. You wait for this too, break even. Right? Now, doing things this way, you are going to encounter more losses. Right? Because look, if you keep buying this as it's pulling back, eventually the market's going to pull back. Do you understand? So you need to be careful and understand, like, look, I want to enter, if I am going to enter pullbacks, I want to enter as close to my initial area as possible. I don't want it to get too high up in the trend before I start looking for an entry. And that's essentially what's happening in gold right now. Like, cool, I could go on, like, let's say 1 minute here and try to catch some little pullbacks of price, boom. But it's like, once we got up here, I'm too high, like I'm buying too high, so I need to wait for a pullback. So essentially, when I'm looking at gold now and I see what it's done, it's like, yeah, okay, that's not for me today. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. I'll be honest, boys, today is just looking kind of dry. Like literally, the only choice we've got is Diego. What's? Do you have a setup for USD CAD? Let's have a look at USD CAD. I'm not looking at any pairs specifically right now, so we can browse. What a gap. Yes, like the whole market. Like, look, Trump is great. You understand? Trump is great for business. You know, whether his policies are good or not, it moves the markets. It's just that simple. It moves the markets, and with markets moving, you get opportunities. It's just that simple, right? USD CAD, we've played out very, very high key, higher time frame areas of liquidity. So we took out this high, we took out that high. So realistically, the only place that USD CAD should be going is down. Looking at this price action for USD CAD, I'm not interested whatsoever. It's a mess in here. Like, this is just one massive range. Like, how are you supposed to even find entries inside of here? I mean, if you're trading support and resistance, you will definitely find a couple of entries for sure. It looks like this week we'll probably have 1 or 2 opportunities, right? Maybe 1 or 2 opportunities, maybe 1 opportunity this week. And so far, this gold entry during London has been a pretty good, setup. Like, this is our standard setup, guys. You know, for those of you that have been on the live stream for a longer period of time, you know this is a standard type of setup that we look for. You know, if I scroll to history, you'll see when we were going long gold, very, very standard type of entries. This one, I think I deleted them. Yeah, this was an entry as well. This was an entry as well. These shorts here as well. I remember these shorts. Very standard entries from gold. This week, look, I don't want to say things out into the world and say today's going to be a difficult week, but you know,
if you want to make a full-time income from home working part-time, you need to know this one concept.
Diego says in the chat, yeah, I was going with support and resistance, but I'm kind of waiting for price to settle down a little bit. Yeah, it's true. That's just the bottom line. Market definitely needs to settle down. It's just that simple. We've got massive gaps, massive ranges across the board. How do you send your setup? I don't think YouTube allows you to paste pictures into the chat. I think what you can do, if you're inside of my Telegram, I need to send everyone my the new Discord. But if you're inside of the Telegram, there is a chat attached to the Telegram. You can just join that chat. I'll give you access right now. How many people do I have in the waiting list? I've got 20 join requests. So you can request to join the chat. The chat inside of the Telegram, and I'll add you. And then you can post your setup through there, yeah, bro. Like, I really dislike this price action at the moment. It's not great at all. Now gold wants to slam down. If you guys have any questions so far, if you're watching the live at the moment, don't forget to subscribe and leave a like on the live stream. Helps the channel grow and the live stream reach out to more people. If you have any questions, put it inside of the chat box. Let's have a conversation. Right now, we're seeing gold just go off and doing its own thing. So if you guys have any pairs you'd like me to look at, let me know. If you're new to the live stream, come say hello. Go to the chat box. Let's network. We already have a Mr. Diego here. Diego, let me know once you've joined the Telegram. I can I should be able to give you access. Oh, I think I just saw you. Welcome, Diego. Okay. We've got 0 high impact news today. We've got jolts at 3. See how this hour candle's gonna close. You know, for me, when I look at the dollar, right, I still want to see it go higher. I still want to see it fill out yesterday's wick. I want to see more of it. But we do have NFP, so NFP can definitely change the landscape of things. You know, we are very high for the dollar. Very high. 2008, when we had the market crash, kind of recovered since then. But everything's just so overly inflated. 2001. This high is 2022.
Extended trading hours are available on the magnificent 7-share CFDs. Now you can react instantly as news happens. Start trading with Plus 500.
CJ Money's in the chat. What's happening? How you doing, Bitcoin Destroyer? Every time I see you, I always think of Bitcoin. Like, without fail.
Are we supposed to be somewhere? Football? Oh, no. Are you all right, dear?
Oh, so chewy! Rice Krispies and cornflake squares. Get stuck in.
Alright, it doesn't look like we'll get much of a movement, you know? Might just go get some lunch after this. Chelms needs to start sending Bitcoin signals, lol. Hey, facts. Chelms, in the Discord, I'm gonna make you a provider. You can send some Bitcoin signals. We'll take it. Real talk. She just says, not that good yet, gift. I will probably end up losing your money. You've got to have confidence, Chelms. You've got to have confidence. Don't ever show the people that it was a fluke. That's what you're basically saying. You're telling your subconscious mind it was a fluke what it did. You have to believe it. That was nothing but pure skill. Right? Look, here's the thing I would say, right? Everyone here is profitable. The only difference in profitability and plateauing is your psychology. Your mind is what actually stops you from executing trades that you should be executing. Your mind will stop you from, you know, like executing trades on trades you know you shouldn't be executing, but your mind's going to tell you, yeah, let's do this one. So you've got to literally, you've got to have a sense of delusion, right? Any great athlete, you know, think of Ronaldo or Mayweather or Kobe Bryant, you know, they all thought they were the best in the world. Whether you agreed with them or not, in their own mind, in their subconscious and conscious, they believed it 110% that they were the best in the world. And that's what gave them the confidence to perform at such high levels. Right, a lot of the time what we don't realize in this space, you need to think and understand that you are an athlete. You are an athlete. Everyone here that is looking at markets is an athlete. If you haven't gotten enough sleep, it will affect your performance. You know, you basically train, aka backtest, look at the markets for hours on end for a move, right, that may last 15 minutes. For a move that may last an hour. You were on here for days, the whole week, 5 days during that week. You're looking for opportunities and you will only maybe enter one or two. That's basically like an elite level sprinter, right? Training the whole year for the Olympics to, you know, run a couple of races and either come in first, second, third, or no medal. Do you understand? It's the exact same process here. You are literally training every single day, waiting for the opportunity where you can pretty much get that gold medal. And that's what you did, Chums, right? You saw an opportunity, you waited for the good moment, and you basically took it. That's literally it. You basically took it. So look, if you're on the live stream right now, guys, drop a like on the live. Helps the live stream reach out to more people. And also, it gives me the motivation to actually keep on live streaming. Especially on days like this where there's no moves. Like, my head is fully turned off. So if we get some more likes in the chat, we'll continue the live stream. Like, gold is just, just poor. Okay. We're not really getting much today. USD CAD's dropping off. It looks like London session was pretty much the only time that was decent to enter. Bitcoin, UJ, EA, EN, EU. EU's 5-minute picture is pushing up. GU. I'm just not interested. I'm not interested. Alright, look guys. I'm gonna end the stream there. A bit of a short one today, but that's fine. We'll just come back tomorrow when we've got ADP. We've got a little bit more reason to move, I guess. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and bore you guys with a pretty slow stream. Alright guys, money day. As always, I'll update you inside of the Telegram if there's anything else. Oh, and the Discord. I'll update you guys inside the Telegram and the Discord now. And we'll see if there's any real moves. Because to be honest, it's a snooze fest right now. Money day, everyone. And welcome, Diego. Good to have you here, my bro. Look forward to the rest.
But then I'm fed up, but I rock it like a baby in the car.